Hey guys, it's me, MiniBigJack24 here, and today, as you can see, well, there's something about my computer that's a bit wrong for the current moment. And typically whenever I pull out a separate window typically from my average window from here, typically it usually means that the news is not going to be exactly, well, normal. So first of all, apparently that just recently I've been noticing that what do you call it? That whenever that lately, by lately I mean this was happening like around some point last week, like I think like either Wednesday or Thursday, I forget which day exactly this started on because it kept happening. No, wait, no, now I remember which day it started on. It started on Friday. Pretty much my computer, weirdly enough, turned off at 20%, which at first troubled me since I was in school when that happened, and whenever I did charge it up, it kept on having to reload everything as it signed me out and whatnot. And I did check out my security systems on my Mac, since I'm not afraid to say that I use a Mac for pretty much all my videos. But apparently, what do you call it? Call it that hold on. That pretty much though throughout it, that I'm not afraid to say that I use a Mac to make most of my videos on. There's a few times where I just use my phone, other times a different computer, but done by Apple. Pretty much though, apparently though, on Monday, my computer went down to 20% again, and it just went went crazy, did the same exact thing while I was in school. It happened twice, so I figured out that after concluding that it does turn off at 20%, I decided to talk to one of my tech guys. If any of my family's watching this, they know who I'm talking to, who I talked to about it. Don't worry for any of UK Nation that's worried about this. Don't worry, he's very trusted. I've known him personally for a long time. And plus, this is not the only issue that, what do you call it, that has been dealt with before about my battery. But as some of the older KK Nation members might remember, that a while ago I had like by a while ago I mean like a few years ago, I had an issue with my battery where it needed to be constantly charged in order for my computer to be on. Luckily for me, as after talking to my tech guy, I can simply and safely say that pretty much that it's only just a portion of my battery in my computer is dead. But the good news about it is that it only turns off when it goes to 20%. The bad news is that, well, for the time moments, I currently have to deal with the 20% till after until after like the winter, until after the Christmas season ends. Once this Christmas season ends, which is January when New Year's begins, that's like around some point after New Year's is when I'm going to have my computer to go and to get the battery portion replaced. Since, for those that don't know, my computer is very old for tech standards, even though this is just about 8 years old. And also that pretty much, since I honestly don't want to get a new computer because, well, A, that would take forever for me to understand it, and get used to it, since I'm already used to this computer too much. Not an issue though. Not an issue, as my philosophy with tech is that anything that works works. Anything that doesn't work doesn't work. This still works, so it works. Anyway, pretty much that I'm going to be trying to figure out how I could what do you call it? Make sure that I could at least get enough videos until I can schedule a day in January to see if I could get this battery replaced. Which, luckily for me, I do know that the pieces for it is definitely available though. Like the battery portion for the internal part is completely available. So that's going to be good for me. Just probably the bad thing about it is that well, if this gets any worse, I wouldn't be able to fix it till January since, well, December shipping in America is not going to be easy, especially around the holiday season. So for the most part, I'm just stuck with making sure that my computer doesn't die at 20%, and also that what do you call it? That pretty much other besides it not dying at 20%, I'm still trying to figure out a day to get my computer fixed as of the current moment. So don't worry, I would be reacting to Villager news some point on Friday, but the only bad news about this is that I can't do any long reactions for a bit, because typically whenever I do long reactions, that takes up a lot of battery, and plus, since I already have to use a lot more brightness than what I usually use for my videos, so that way you guys can see the screen, pretty much the battery would be drained a lot faster, and to be honest, I don't want to risk it. So for the current moment, I'm just playing it safe and just setting up videos that are a bit shorter, just until I'm able to get my computer fixed. And once that's fixed up, it should all be back to normal, and long reactions should become a more of a regular thing. As recently I've been stuck with more schoolwork, so longer reactions aren't going to be necessarily around as much. But pretty much like my Hell of a Boss stuff, pretty much that's going to be on pause for a bit, just due to what do you call it? Mainly just due to the power portion of my thing dying at 20%. So I just need to wait until that's fixed. Once that is fixed, it should be what do you call it? Should be back. I should have this back to normal, as luckily for me, the computer parts are ready. Just only issues that I need to wait for it to arrive. Before the tech guy could fix it. Anyways, other besides that, I just feel like that this is going to get annoying for me to remember and adjust to, because typically I usually let my computer go down to like 15% before I start charging it, because mainly I always forget to look at for the zeros. So once I see the fives, I'm like, wait, which one? Then I see it's at 15. I'm like, oh right, yeah, it should charge up. But that might just be an annoying thing for me. But other besides that, then I have a feeling that this should overall be fixed by early January, if not uh, late January. Anyways, I do apologize for not letting you guys know about this sooner, as I was still trying to figure out what was going on with it, and if I could schedule an appointment to get this part of my computer fixed. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. Anyways, goodbye.